Hi, my name's Simon. Now today we're going to take a walk around and a drive of this absolutely fabulous 1967 Ford Mustang Bullitt replica, and it really is one of the most accurate externally and internally Bullitt replicas you'll ever come across. Absolutely fabulous. Two videos, one walk around, one driving, plus a bit of starting and idling action at the beginning of the driving video, although you can probably hear it burbling away behind me now. Hope you like them. Okay, let's have a look around this rather fantastic Mustang fastback Bullitt replica. Now, as you probably know, the original Bullitt car was a 68. This one's actually a 67, but it has been completely dressed as a 68 with 68 front and rear wings. So you've got the correct air scoop or false air scoops, and the little marker lights in the front and reflectors on the back. It's about as close as you can get to visually, certainly, to a Bullitt replica. Well, it is a Bullitt replica, but done with extreme attention to detail. It's got the correct wheels on it. It's got the antenna on the rear wing, like the Hero car, and even the number plate. The original one was JJZ 109, California registered. This one is UK registered as JJZ 100. No chrome tips on the exhaust, no reversing lights, blacked out rear panel, which is a bone of contention. Some people say it should be black, some people say it should be green. This one is black, as you can see, and just absolutely lovely all round. Would help if I close the driver's door properly. The correct type mirror on the driver's side. Yeah, just perfect in every possible way. I'll go around and try and pick out some good bits and bad bits. I can't really find anything that's a bad bit. All I can say, it was finished about 9 years ago, 2015, and it's done, I think, around 4,000 miles since. There's a small stone chip on the bonnet just there, but that really is about it. We are battling the rain here today, so you might see some watermarks on it, but it's absolutely first class in every way. The paint finish is exceptionally good. 9 years down the line. Just a couple of watermarks up there. Obviously it's had new wings on it as part of the restoration. It's got the correct body coloured sills on it as well, and no badging whatsoever. We've got a little, that's obviously where an original mirror went. That's a sort of a rubber bung just there. Inside, it's all been retrimmed. The only thing I will say is the driver's seat cushion is a little bit baggy, but certainly the front seats, because if they've been retrimmed, the backs are probably the originals. It's got the proper Shelby Cobra steering wheel. The only ways you can tell this isn't the genuine car from inside is it hasn't got a rev counter, and being a 67 car, it has 2-point seat belts rather than 3. But that's your lot, really. Just fantastic in every way. Carrying on round, it's all good there. That's just, again, a couple of watermarks. We have just been out trying to find somewhere better to photograph it than our yard, but it just gets filthy as soon as we take it out on the street. So we're back here. But just absolutely magnificent. Very, apart from that tiny stone chip on the bonnet, that's a bit of fluff, it's very, very difficult to fault. It really is. I suppose if I was going to be ultra picky, the bonnet is sitting slightly high there. Maybe not. It's probably how they're supposed to be, in fairness. Yeah. This one's been to Le Mans. It's got a sticker there for it. In the hands of the last owner and the guy that commissioned the restoration. And inside, again, quite the thing. It really is. I think it's pretty much my favourite car of all our stock at the moment, and I think that's understandable, really. Just absolutely marvellous. Anyway, I hope you like it as much as I do, because I really love it. Anyway, there you go.